Welcome to our history section of Interstellar News. I'm William Knott. Today we have Adam Quark telling us about Apollo 13. Adam, what all can you tell us? Well, for starters, the crew consisted of three brave men, Thomas Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and William Paxton. Those were the actors, Dilrod. Oh, my mistake. The crew actually consisted of James A. Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert. Their roles were Commander, Command Module Pilot, and Lunar Module Pilot, respectively. Apollo 13 was originally supposed to be launched in July of 1969, but after some delays it launched on April 11th, 1970 at 1:13 Central Standard Time. Had everything gone right, Apollo 13 would have returned on April 20th, but due to some technical difficulties it arrived early on April 17th, a mere 5 days, 22 hours, 54 minutes, and 41 seconds later. So none of this really explains why the whole mission almost went Apollo 1 on the crew, so could you explain to me what caused the technical difficulties? Well, the problem lied in the command module, known as the Odyssey. Mike, wrong Odyssey. No, not that one either. No, I give up. The Odyssey. Yes, that's the... stop wasting our time, Mike. Sorry! The oxygen tanks had a raise in permissible voltage from 25 to 65 volts DC. This resulted in high temperatures that the thermostatic switches were not meant to handle. The temperatures got so high that they ended up being welded shut by the extreme heat, so the heaters got left on for too long during a final test. This degraded the insulation on some wires, so this turned one of the oxygen tanks into a time bomb that went off in space while they were stirring the liquid oxygen. Now, oxygen is extremely flammable. One spark can easily become an inferno, which is what happened to both Apollo 1 and the oxygen tanks on the Odyssey. No more pictures, Mike! Thanks for the information. We now know about what caused the incident there, but it would seem that most of us still have no clue about what all should have happened. Could you expand on that a little? Well, Apollo 13 was supposed to be the third manned mission to land on the moon with a crew consisting of L. Gordon Cooper, Don F. Isley, and Edgar D. Mitchell. This crew was eventually turned down by NASA, so Lovell, Ken Mattingly, and Hayes were pinned for the mission, only for Mattingly to be exposed to the German measles. He was subsequently replaced by Kevin Bacon. Swigert! I meant Swigert. That's interesting. What kind of instruments were on Apollo 13? Well, the research for this one was a little spotty, but after some digging we found that the instrumentation included the command and lunar modules, the obvious life support, and an Apollo Lunar Surface Experiments package, or ALSEP for short, which consisted of the central station, the radioscope, thermoelectric generator as a power source, and geophysical instruments to monitor the landing sites. As far as we found, those were all the instruments. Look, I know this is a stupid question, but Amanda says that I have to ask, how successful was the mission? You know, surprisingly enough, it was declared a successful failure. Failure for, well, the obvious, and because they didn't answer or ask any questions, but successful because it gave NASA the experience that they needed for when they inevitably have similar problems. Now Houston knows what to do when we've had a problem. Oh. I actually didn't expect that answer. Any fun facts you'd like to share? Actually, yeah. In the movie, Lovell said, "Houston, we've had a problem." In reality, it was Swigert who actually said, "Houston, we've had a problem." This inconsistency came from the creative liberty from the director of the film to make it sound a little more urgent. Apollo 13 was also the first aborted Apollo mission. Another cool thing not aforementioned is that they used the lunar module as a kind of a space lifeboat, despite the fact that it wasn't designed to be used as a space lifeboat. Space lifeboats. Alright, thanks Adam. I hope you guys enjoyed this little history segments. This is Will Knott and Adam Quark signing off.